Hey there, friends and enemies. JoPaWrites here again, and today we got some absolutely massive Diablo 4 news. This time, checking out Season of the Malignant, very first season in Diablo 4, and there's a bunch of other exciting news to go over as well. But first and foremost, let's check out the trailer. I haven't been able to watch it yet, so let's get my reaction and then go over everything that we learned today. So, I'm so excited about this.
Because although a great evil is receding from Sanctuary,
Especially knowing we got like story stuff.
curse now spreads its corruption across the land. More dangerous, more malignant than I could have imagined.
Malignant.
I have found a way to stop this plague. To
Cool.
rip the dark power of these monsters from their very core and turn it to our advantage in destroying them.
Oh, that's sick. Using their hearts to power us up. Genius.
My allies have fallen.
Barbarian dead.
My strength is dwindling.
Rogue dead.
The malignant are relentless.
Sorcerer's dead. Aw. Whole party is wiped.
I need you.
That's correct. Okay, that was pretty interesting for sure. Season of the Malignant is coming. And on July 20th. So that's very exciting news. I think everyone is really ready for Season 1. Diablo 4's endgame has been up and down, I think, a little bit for a lot of people. Once you hit higher tier levels, it did feel like because we know that you're going to have to grind a new character for Season 1, it kind of left a little bit of lack of desire to do new things. But overall, I am excited about new content. And there's some other things happening as well that are very exciting as well. So we've got the new armor sets, the cosmetics that we're going to see in the Battle Pass with Season 1. That is they look awesome. I'm very excited about these. I'll definitely be rocking them. This is going to be on the paid track of the Season Battle Pass. All of the Battle Pass paid track items are going to be cosmetic only, whereas there's going to be like materials and stuff on the free track, which is earnable by everyone. But don't forget, you have to do a seasonal character in order to obtain those items. So you cannot be using a eternal character or one of your main characters you've already created in order to earn rewards on the Battle Pass, whether you purchase it or not. Now, some other interesting things, you're actually going to be using hearts, essentially, as your power-up in the Season 1. So you're going to add them to your gear. Once you add them to your gear, you're going to get bonuses. I hope those bonuses are more than just like increased damage, increased crit rate, increased crit damage, that kind of stuff. Because I feel like that's going to be a little bit boring insofar as it's not really going to change up the meta. It's just going to add additional damage to what you're already doing. Now, the Malignant enemies are supposedly more difficult. They're going to be found in certain nightmare dungeons only, so you are going to be able to target them. And so in order to obtain the hearts, you're going to chase down the malignant enemies and then upgrade your gear that way. And that's going to be an interesting loop. I'm very curious to see how that's going to play out over the course of the season, if it's going to be worth it to chase all those enemies down consistently. I'm sure there's going to be like challenges and the like tied to the Battle Pass in order for you to be encouraged to chase that kind of stuff. We're also going to get a new boss, like I said, some new story stuff, a lot of interesting things coming to Season 1, and I'll be really fascinated to see how these seasons evolve over time. I've seen it with other games where the seasons either feel the same every single season and then it kind of can be lackluster eventually, or they learn from one season to the next and really get better and better and better over time. So I'm curious to see how that's going to be handled with Diablo 4. Overall, I'm excited about those changes. Another interesting thing to note, we are getting a patch today. When this live stream and when this trailer did drop, that Hell Tides are now going to drop unique items. I think that is fascinating. I forgot to mention that we are getting 7 unique items with the Season 1 launch as well, which is going to be great. I'm very excited about that. Can't wait to farm that. It looks like the pre-patch is going to be available on the 18th of July, whereas the full patch goes live on the July the 20th. But yeah, so as of today, you'll be able to farm Helltide chests in order to get unique items, which I think is cool. And I'll be fascinated to see if those are only from mystery chests or if you will be able to use, like, say, a two-handed weapon chest in order to find a certain unique. In order, you can farm the chest or the amulet chest. You know what I'm saying? In order to farm those uniques from those specific chests, which would be very, very good because right now one of the major problems in the game is while certain enemies drop certain uniques and items over the course of time, it's really hard to target specifically any type of unique item in the game. And I think that's something of a downside. While I don't think it should be automatic where you get something automatically when you do defeat certain enemies, I do think having better chances to farm those unique items, because there's nothing worse than having a awesome build but you just can't use it because you haven't gotten a unique item yet, whereas somebody else who has that unique item that completely changes the build got that on their first drop or something like that. And after you farm for so long, it's just not going to feel worth it if you're not able to get the thing that you're looking for. I do think having a length of time where you do farm is necessary in a game like this. You do want people to continue chasing items, but also that should be more so like I'm trying to get a perfect roll of my item instead of just getting the item in the first place. And I hope that does change going forward because I've seen a lot of people talking about how they've been looking for certain uniques for the entirety of Diablo's existence, Diablo 4's existence so far, and they just haven't been able to get that. So that's something that hopefully we'll have more routes to really farm certain items in the future, and I do hope that is the case. Now, we don't know how that's going to work out, what chests are going to be the most valuable. Right now, the mystery chests are, if you just need loot specifically, those are the best ones, but if you can target farm and just open leg chests in the Helltide events constantly, and that's going to give you a higher chance. That might be the way to go if you're looking for a certain piece. So I'm very excited about that. Anyway, overall, the changes are a big W in my opinion. I think there's going to be people who are going to say, the seasons just are not for them. This is the kind of season that I expected from Diablo 4, and I'm excited to get hands-on and try some of this new stuff and really see how it all plays out over the course of time, how many characters people are playing in the new season, all that kind of good stuff. I'd love to hear you guys' thoughts as well. Are you excited about Season of the Malignant in Diablo 4? Is this something that you're really, really waiting for, or are you just kind of meh on the whole thing and not really excited about Season 1 in general? So I'd love to hear from you guys. If you enjoyed the video, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Helps me out tremendously. Shows you want to see more Diablo 4 content from me going forward. Definitely really covered the game and definitely going to be checking out all the new things as they drop. So stay tuned for all of that. My name is JoPa. I hope you have a good one. I'll catch you all later.